3, 2, 1.
Hey Harry Potter fans, Peter Kenneth here. Welcome to the Potter Collector channel, where we are a community of collectors. The thumbnail and title of this video are correct. You read it correctly. I've played Hogwarts Legacy, and I'm going to tell you all of my thoughts and show you some of my actual gameplay right now.
AD. Das Glitzern in seinen Augen
Mit
gesehen.
Gameplay. Mit Gameplay.
First of all, I want to send a huge thank you to Warner Brothers for inviting me out to California to play the game and experience what they were able to show me and let me experience. There are spoilers, but it's not like crazy spoilers. It's more like walking around Hogwarts Castle, flying around Hogwarts Castle,
durfte fliegen.
creating my character. I didn't spend a lot of time on that because I wanted to get into the gameplay. And then there is a mission and duel at the end. Like, I'm not allowed to show you certain things that I experienced because Warner Brothers and Avalanche wants you guys to experience it for yourselves when you first play. If you don't want to be spoiled at all, come back after you've played Hogwarts Legacy yourself.
Sein Charakter genauso aussieht wie dann kann ich mich auch nachmachen.
Just to give you some really quick details about the gameplay, there were about 4 or 5 sections that they wanted me to see. So it started out with the character development and then some time of...
Also er hat ja gesagt, er durfte gewisse Sachen machen, ein paar Sachen darf er nicht zeigen und er durfte nur so Segmente spielen. Das heißt, er durfte jetzt nicht wirklich das Spiel normal starten, wie es dann wirklich ist, wenn es rauskommt. So habe ich das jetzt verstanden. So halt wie bei der Vorschau.
Ja, er durfte natürlich jetzt nicht alles zeigen, aber vielleicht sehen wir zumindest ein bisschen mehr. Als
roaming Hogwarts Castle.
Bin gespannt.
And flying around Hogwarts Castle. Inside a couple of the rooms, I wasn't allowed to just roam free. I was only allowed in little sections and I couldn't...
Er durfte nicht selber frei rumlaufen, er wurde selber in so Sektionen oder Teile des Schlosses gesteckt. Und ihr AirPod ist leer, das heißt, sie hört mich gerade nicht. Das heißt, ich kann jetzt alles sagen, was ich will. Und sie hat dann... Okay.
Ich höre dich.
Er durfte nicht frei rumlaufen, er wurde geportet in gewisse Teilen des Schlosses. Und da durfte er sich bewegen. Aber er konnte nicht außerhalb dieser Teile gehen. Gut, mal gucken.
Sneak out because there were people behind me watching every move I made. But what I saw was absolutely spectacular. Another spoiler alert, this game is worth the wait. This game is going to live up to the hype. But to be fair, I don't know about games. I'm not a gamer myself, so I don't know what to compare it to, so it's like incredible. But I'm also pretty good at spotting quality. Harry Potter, Wizarding World fans, this is the game, the experience that we have been waiting for. So no more talking. Here is what I filmed in California. I thought that I wasn't allowed to record my reactions to actually playing the game, but then found out later that I could have recorded it. So there was a miscommunication there, which is sad. So you won't see my reaction in California while I was actually playing the game, but I remember what I was thinking, what I was feeling during each section of this gameplay. But here are a few little things that I filmed while I was getting...
Hast du mitgekriegt, oder?
Ja. Dass es sich nicht
ready
während
for
des
the
Spielens
gameplay. Today, I am in Hollywood,
Warum wurde ich nicht
California,
eingeladen?
because I'm about to go play Hogwarts Legacy. Like, I'm about to leave the hotel to go to the Warner Brothers studio lot to go play.
Imagine, du wirst von Warner Bros. Eingeladen, bekommst den Flug bezahlt, den Aufenthalt und darfst das Spiel spielen.
Ja, du musst mal ein bisschen mehr auf Instagram anziehen.
Du darfst Chicago verlassen. Ich glaube, er kommt aus Chicago, oder? Und er wird nach Los Angeles geflogen. Ich habe keine Amex, ich habe eine Black Card. So hat er sich gefühlt.
Hogwarts Legacy. I'm excited no matter what I get to play. Even if I just get to walk around Hogwarts, I'm excited. Last night, I was able to talk to some of the video game creators as well as the people at Avalanche, and they're excited. It was cool to like hear who worked on what, how much blood, sweat, tears, and time went into the game, and just the passion that they have for this particular game as well as Harry Potter. And I'll tell you this, the person in charge of creating Hogwarts Castle, Boston, is a huge Harry Potter book fan, so we know we're gonna see some awesome book-related things that we've only read about but not seen in the movies. And while this isn't really based around the Harry Potter stories, it's Wizarding World based in the 1800s. For the most part, I'm sure Hogwarts as we know and love it is pretty much the same. All right, so we're just gonna jump right in, and this is the character creation. Again, I did not spend a lot of time on this. because I wanted to get into the game itself.
Ja, okay, verstehe ich.
So here are just, it's amazing the wide range and variety of different characters you can choose from. Skin color, head structure, hair color, hairstyle, you know, whatever you want, you can create this character. So when I actually get the game and get to create.
Das ist der Teil, wo wir am meisten Zeit für brauchen werden, wenn es wirklich so detailliert ist, wie wir uns das vorstellen.
The Potter Collector, it's going to be really fun to spend time on the actual creation of my character, to make him look as close to how I look as possible. So here I selected my guy, and now we're into kind of the face shape. So different face shapes, you can put glasses on. They have like Harry, Dumbledore, and McGonagall style glasses. You can also go with no glasses. This is where you're going to change your skin color. And then hairstyle, there are a ton of hairstyles. So you could be a guy with long hair, a girl with short hair, whatever hairstyle you can think of, it's pretty much in here. And then changing hair color as well. And scars and complexion and moles. So I went with, I thought this like werewolf / scar was really cool, so I went with that. And then you can change your eye color, your eyebrows, and as you can see, there are like a bunch of different little dots, so those are like the stop areas, so they have a lot of color choices to create your characters as close as you look as possible. And then we get into voices. There are 2 voices. There's a male voice and a female voice. But then you can change the pitch of the voice. And then this is also going to be where you select your difficulty. So if you want to just play story mode, where you don't necessarily die, easy, medium, or difficult. And then you're also going to type in your first and your last name. In this case, Peter Kenneth. And after that, you start your journey.
Er nennt sich wirklich Peter Kenneth.
So that's where the recording stopped. I'm not allowed to show you what happened after that. I'm not going to react at all. I don't want to spoil anything for you. So then I was at Hogwarts Castle. Look at that boar over there. And then I was allowed to roam free around Hogwarts Castle on the outside. And then we moved on to the inside.
Ist es die normale Robe?
Locations that we know about. I'm not going to tell you about them just yet. We'll get there. But this is a little bit of the walking around the Hogwarts.
Die normale Robe sieht ja auch geil aus. Er läuft hier einfach vor Hogwarts oder in Hogwarts.
Es sieht zwar ein bisschen nach Quidditch irgendwie aus, aber ich weiß nicht, vielleicht kann man die trotzdem standardmäßig gleich auswählen.
Stimmt.
Also für mich sieht es eher nach Quidditch aus.
Ja, jetzt wo du sagst.
Umhang aus.
Doch, ja.
Hogwarts Grounds.
Schade, dass man nicht sieht, wie er das wirklich gerade spielt. Mich hätte seine Real-Reaktion interessiert. Ja, er durfte das, glaube ich, nicht. Er durfte da drin nicht filmen oder so. Also nicht sich selbst. Weil da standen auch Leute hinter ihm, die aufgepasst haben, wo er da hinläuft. Und er durfte halt nicht überall hinlaufen. Sau ist kacke, aber der Stream hilft. Ja. Ja, ich glaube, das ist Quidditch.
Sieht so gut aus. Was ist da? Das sind so Fliegers. Guck mal,
so
die fliegen da. So Drachensteigen.
Das waren die Häuser.
Oh. Ja, aber so Drachensteigen-mäßig. So sind welche gestanden, die Drachen steigen lassen.
Mhm. Was war gerade für ein Zauberspruch?
What was that for?
I'm getting used to the controller at this point.
Weil du die eine gerammt hast beim Laufen oder angestoßen hast.
To walking.
What are you doing out here? Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent. Outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game.
Sieht so gut
it's a battle
aus.
of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
So I decided not to do the challenge because I wanted to walk around Hogwarts.
Scared of losing?
I didn't have time. It's like, I need to experience Hogwarts Castle and the grounds and just walk around and experience it. So that's like a challenge you can do throughout the outside and the grounds and inside of Hogwarts Castle.
Ich glaube, das ist die normale Robe, oder?
Nee.
Auch nicht?
Nee, glaube ich jetzt nicht.
Aber das auf jeden
Fall. Da wird
Fall.
es bestimmt Unterschiede geben, weil es ja auch diese unterschiedlichen Seltenheitsstufen gibt und so.
Ja, stimmt. Aber ich glaube, das ist wirklich irgendwas mit Quidditch. Schade.
Nee, ist immer noch ein Single-Game. Sorry.
Ja, ist ein Single-Game. Es soll leichte Multiplayer-Elemente geben, aber kein Koop oder ähnliches. Kein Mehrspieler.
Was für so ein Multiplayer?
Meinten die irgendwann am Anfang.
Nee, ich glaube, dass das nur Gerede war.
Okay. Werden wir dann sehen. Am Ende. Die Robe, wo der Dachs hinten drauf ist, war von der Deluxe Edition, oder? Ja.
Na, das mit
Nee,
der
das
Robe
war.
Es ist Connecten mit der
Genau.
Wizarding World, mit deinem Account.
Gut, dass du dabei bist. Du musst deinen Account mit dem. Also, sie hat schon erklärt, warum rede ich eigentlich noch. Und Hallöchen, Harry District. Ich brauche das jetzt. Help, es sieht so gut aus. Jawohl.
Ja, wir auch, wir auch.
Die brauchen das jetzt sofort.
Also wenn du es verknüpfst, dann kriegst du quasi diese Roben mit den Wappen drauf und also mit den Tieren und noch eine Maske mehr, die so rabenmäßig aussieht.
Liebe Harry.
So.
Liebe Harry, Liebe. Und danke für dein Follow, Harry. Dankeschön.
Sehr passend.
Willkommen bei uns. Okay, wir gucken weiter,
So there are different challenges that you can experience. Look at that castle. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, like, look at
Es
the
sieht so
Isn't
gut
this
aus. Es sieht
absolutely
halt
stunning?
wirklich
The
so aus.
gardens, the flowers. Look at that dragon head that's flapping its wings. Like, the amount of detail that's put into this and the amount of attention to detail that is put into this is absolutely fantastic. Oh, this is going to be, I think I summoned that page for the first time.
Oder auch nicht.
Akio.
So the people around me are also like walking me through things and saying, "Hey Peter, if you try this, you'll be able to summon the page." So I just caught the page. Accio page. Challenge unlock. That's a field guide for your field guide. A page for your field guide. And there I just tried to light the fountain on fire. Levioso.
Spielen.
Lumos.
So I'm just testing out the different spells. As you can see in the corner down there. Those are the greenhouses.
Puff.
So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit to flying. So
Oh,
here we
das ist
go.
Quidditch.
I'm about to hop on a broomstick. You ready for this? Bam! I'm now on a broomstick. Oh my gosh. Okay, just seeing this and knowing that like I was the one controlling the player is bringing me back memories. Look at the Quidditch pitch. Isn't that gorgeous? It's beautiful.
Gott, das ist so
Mountains,
schön.
like, you guys. Again, I don't know anything about gaming, but this is gonna be like the greatest game any Harry Potter fan has ever played in their life. It just will be.
Voll gleich. Voll
And
gleich.
the controller like is vibrating and pulsing as you're doing different things. Look at that castle, isn't it gorgeous? The bridge over there. So at this point I'm just flying around and learning how to fly. There's the boathouse there. I actually visit the boathouse.
Janine.
You can change kind of the camera angle. Oh, this was a funny part because I was veering off of the Hogwarts grounds towards like that forest area, and I was told not to go outside of the boundaries of the lake and whatever. And I'm like, I can't stop. Like I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how to control this. So they were laughing about that because they knew I wasn't like purposefully trying to leave Hogwarts grounds. But that was the boathouse. Just the air movement and the sound. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I just noticed that the island in there, I think that's where Dumbledore is buried in the future. This is the 1800s, but I think that may be the island where Dumbledore is buried.
Wie detailliert das alles ist.
Alright, so I'm flying around Hogwarts Castle. I thought that was the gamekeeper hut, but I don't think it actually is. It speaks for itself.
Ich werde nicht so verlaufen.
So I'm being told now that I need to land the broom because we're about to go inside.
What's the Karte?
I think it's the Transfiguration Wing. So we're going to experience the library as well as the greenhouses.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the Transfiguration Courtyard.
Die greenhouses.
Alright, so we landed, getting my bearings, and look at that fountain. Hello, sir. All right, in we go. We're going to Hogwarts. We're going to, well, inside of Hogwarts. We're at Hogwarts, but we're going inside Hogwarts. Look how gigantosaurus it is. Like, it just feels so big. Like, you're gonna need a
Das sieht jetzt auch
big
anhört.
TV for this.
Die Halle
I mean,
einfach
obviously, you don't
dieses...
need a big TV. If you have a small
Es
monitor
hört sich so
or a small
an, als wäre es
Als
so
ob du wirklich da drin bist.
Ja.
Am I
It'd be
missing?
amazing. So this is...
Ich muss auch mit jedem reden. Überall, wo Talk steht, ich muss mit denen reden.
Yeah, here we go. As you're seeing, like, as you pass different students, you are hearing conversations, and if you see that little square, that means you can, like, interact with people.
Oh
Otherwise,
my
you just
God.
kind of hear what they're talking about.
Oh my God.
Guys, the library. The library. We're in the Hogwarts library right now. I couldn't quite get up the stairs. I'll get the hang of it.
Das ist einfach ein Traum für Pascal.
And one of the things you'll see
Dark
is when we get to
Academia
the duel section
hoch 100.
is
Academia
the duel
Legacy.
was hard, but I found out as I was doing the duel that that was like 10 hours into the game itself. So by the time you get there, you've mastered the spells, you've mastered how to do multiple spells and cast Protego and actually duel with people.
Ich will kündigen. Ich will kündigen
So
und
that
das
made me
Tag
feel
und
a little
Nacht
bit better.
spielen.
As I kept struggling with the duel.
Da
Eventually, just so
da
that
stand
we could
Harry
see the
und hat gesagt,
completed
aber ich
duel
bin
and
der
the completed
Auserwählte.
mission.
Genau da.
Someone
da
has
steht
actually
er.
completed for me. So here we go. We're going to a chest, and if you go to the
Das ist aber eine
different
Truhe.
chests, you can unlock certain things. Like I just got solar protection spectacles, so that's kind of
Er hat einfach Sonnenbrillen
This
gefunden.
is a challenge, and I'm not going to show you this because you're going to have to find this
Also
yourself.
blau.
Just know that like this here, this is a challenge you're going to have to complete. So let's skip out of the library
Challenge.
and go into
Die Greenhouses.
Er geht in die Greenhouses. Ey, sehen wir jetzt Mirabella?
Komm schon.
look
Komm
at that
schon.
door. Look at how tall it is. Like it's so tall.
Flabbergastic. Jetzt lauf rein da.
Now, if I were at Hogwarts,
Limousine.
this is where I'd be spending all of my time. And you're going to see why in a second. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to let you guys experience this as I experienced it.
Oh.
Friends and I lose track of the time whenever we're at Three Broomsticks. Nearly missed exams one year, we were so engrossed in our butterbeers. I'd love to have a house in one of the nearby hamlets.
Do you think if we asked Sharp, she'd let us go on? Revelio.
So, Revelio, that's a spell that you have. I think it's like a programmed spell that like you always have it.
Alles
And
okay?
you can use Revelio throughout the different rooms in Hogwarts and locations in Hogwarts to reveal hidden things. Like that chest, for example, that kind of lit up green. It is something that you need to learn like a certain spell or achieve a different skill before you can actually open that. But I think there are some other Revelio things that...
Revelio.
I reckon Sebastian did not expect such a sound defeat in defense against the dark arts.
I think there's a point where I reveal something.
Revelio.
Yeah, there we go. So we found, I think it's another page. Other side, Peter. Turn around. There you go. Revelio! Another field guide page. So we collected that, the greenhouse.
Ist einfach random.
Alright, let's leave the greenhouses.
Ja, gut, doch, normalerweise ist das so ganz leicht.
Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go and learn how to
Musik danach, hast du gehört?
duel.
Ja.
So, I'm trying to remember if cast Revelio.
Ach, das ist wahrscheinlich, wenn du deine Quest anpinnst. Dann
ja,
hast du
wenn
das
sie
wahrscheinlich.
anpinnst, genau, dann musst du zu
Ja.
Lucian Brattleby.
So, you can either turn that little gold path on or
Ich bin ein
off.
bisschen emotional geworden, vielleicht.
Berlin hat gerade geweint, Leute, das so wunderschön war. Exposed.
So this is guiding to that next challenge, guiding you to the next challenge. But if you wanted to turn it off, you could follow the map in the bottom right-hand corner. I just had to stop on the bridge and look at this stunning, stunning view.
Ich werde nicht spielen, ich werde einfach nur Fotos machen, die ganze Zeit.
Defense against the Dark Arts Tower. And there's a special visitor who pops up soon.
Haben wir gerade Pieps gehört?
Whee!
And there he is!
Not again!
Here I come from the toilet bowl where she
It's
said I could
Peeps.
swim, did you praxia mole? As long as we're only one time per week,
Viel besser als der
runs
Pieps
the
von
boys' lavatory, not
seiner Weise.
Please, Peeves, you'll make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed us, did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm.
Alright, let's get to the end of this
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
magical path,
Can I help you?
So,
which leads us to
letztes
Luke.
Training.
Ja,
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you,
ist
that's
halt
all I need
dieser
to know.
Duellierclub da.
I coordinate duels
Geheime.
for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
That's nice to hear. Alright, so I'm gonna skip to this initial round, essentially,
We'll make you regret.
where I'm
Simon.
learning how to cast spells, use Protego, when to use Protego, which also releases something else. When you use Protego at the same time, something else is released. And I think I can tell you, it's Stupefy.
Expulso! Don't shy away now.
Protego! Sendo! Levioso! Oh, there goes.
Expulso!
Find the one!
Synchronisierte Dialoge, das ist nicht selbstverständlich.
Lumos.
Levioso!
Ich finde es auch nice, dass sie es British English gemacht haben und nicht.
So then the second round is you working with a
Something?
dueling dummy. So you can use different spells and combinations. And at the top, you're seeing those
You'll get it!
different spells.
Er kann es auch üben bei diesen Dummies.
Ja, eben. Du kannst es auch auf Deutsch stellen. Gibt Englisch und Deutsch.
Ja, es gibt deutsche Bildschirmtexte und deutsche Sprachausgabe und englische Bildschirmtexte und englische Sprachausgabe. Ich weiß nicht, ob du englische Sprachausgabe und deutsche Bildschirmtexte nehmen kannst. Wenn ja, wäre das geil für Leute, die das geile Sprachausgabe genießen wollen. Ich weiß nicht, wie die deutsche ist. In dem Trailer klang es auch ganz gut.
Und auch.
That's telling you, okay, you need to do this and this and that and that and that and that in order to pass the dummy. I wasn't quite getting it, but then I did. And then the next
Ja,
round
das
is where
keiner
you
kriegt es
actually
auch hin,
duel
ganz ehrlich.
with kind of the people in this dueling club of sorts. So it's good practice. And the
Ey, so gut
colorful
Englisch.
orbs
Ist ja
around
nicht
your
schlimm, dann kannst du
opponents,
alles auf Deutsch stellen.
that tells you what spell you need to use in order to break the orb, to break the Protego spell. Oh, I was defeated. But then, second time around, I kind of got the hang of it.
Er wurde gerade besiegt, also werde ich auch besiegt.
Which ultimately led to... Bam! 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 A victory. So that was kind of the experience that I had at Hogwarts Castle. And then I was moved into this this mission or this challenge.
Huh?
So if you don't want any like mission spoilers at all, this is not something you're going to want to watch. I'm
uns.
going to skip ahead a little bit to eliminate the story aspect.
Ita, gib uns alles, was du hast.
Alles.
So as not to spoil that. But I will show you the actual dueling portion of this gameplay. And this is actually not me playing because I kept losing. And you'll see why I kept losing, because it's like people everywhere casting spells at you. So this is what the duel looks like when you've actually gotten to the point through the game and experienced casting spells, learning how to cast spells. So what's happening here is you've discovered, I won't say what you've discovered, but you're here to save a dragon. And you've got to sneak in and defeat the poachers of this animal. So here we go.
Oh.
Ich habe eine Mütze.
Hä?
Seine Mütze, die er da trägt. Oh. Er ist gleich tot.
Stimmt. Jetzt werden sie gleich sagen, ja genau, nimm den Trank. Der ist gerade wieder aufgefüllt.
Er nimmt die ganze Zeit Tränke.
Okay, so ancient magic was just used. There's like special ancient magic spells that just like destroy a person or turn them into a chicken. It's like crazy.
Also wenn er das schafft.
You can like throw objects.
Dann schaffst du es auch.
And like that R1 you're seeing, you can throw that rock. Bam, and like throw it at a person, like turn around and throw it at another witch or wizard.
Crazy, dass du als
So as you can see, it's
Lässt
like
einfach aufräumst.
super intense. And it's not done
Das
yet.
ist so schön.
Bam.
Poacher Animagus.
Oh, oh.
And look.
Oh!
They're an animagus. A wolf and a manimagus. I can't even speak, it's so intense.
Manangus Fletcher oder was? Er muss mehr Protego benutzen, macht er nicht.
Ja. Ja doch jetzt. Soll ich nachher raus.
Wenn er das so drauf hat, dann
So, I got not super far, but fairly far into this duel. And let me tell you, the intensity of it is like, it's insane. I mean, I was playing on a screen maybe about this big. On a television, like a gigantic television, it's gonna be like...
Nochmal?
Collection updated. Steht jetzt rechts oben. Kurz mal vom Drachen gebrutzelt, habe ich gesagt.
Ich glaube, das ist Collection updated, dass du das erste Mal den Gegner besiegt hast. Und davor stand so und so viele von Dark Arts Leuten besiegt. Ich glaube, das ist eine Challenge, die währenddessen läuft. Ah, hier. Dueling Feasts.
Achso, ja.
Steht dann die ganze Zeit Vor- und Nachname da, wenn er redet? Ja. Auch wenn er Sachen castet und so.
Like you're in it. And the vibrations as you're casting spells and when you're getting hit by spells and casting Protego, like you feel that in your hands as you're using the remote. At least for the PlayStation 5.
Das ist PlayStation 5 Grafik.
Ja.
Wie geil sieht das dann auf PC aus?
Oh.
Like, look at this! There's like fire tornadoes everywhere! Like, what? Alright, so at this point you release the dragon, and I'm gonna stop it here because it's, again, it's like a story, or more like a cinematic thing, and I don't want you to see that yet. I want you to experience it when you play the game itself. That was, for the most part, my experience playing Hogwarts Legacy. Again, there are things that I couldn't show you that Warner Brothers wanted me to experience myself and wanted you to experience yourself when you play the game for yourself. I knew it would be good, but I'm very impressed. And I'm also impressed with my ability to pick it up so quickly. As a non-gamer, it's intuitive. So even if you're not a gamer, a lot of the things are pretty intuitive. It's going to take a little time for us to learn the different controls and the different buttons, where a gamer already has that experience with, you know, oh, this is R1, that's R2, and they can get to the buttons quicker. But I learned pretty quickly. So the game creators have created something that is going to be intuitive for both gamers and non-gamers to learn, which I think is a big win, and that it wasn't just created for the super seasoned and experienced gamers. And then of course there's story mode that you could play this on, where you don't ever die, and you can just go through the story and experience everything. So there is going to be a lot more content about Hogwarts Legacy here on the Potter Collector channel. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe if you would like to follow along on not only my journey playing the game, but the different content that comes out, as well as the other Harry Potter content that I put out here on the channel. After playing this game, I need to react to that second gameplay showcase that was released, because I'm pretty sure it shows more than what I was able to experience playing the game myself. So I am like stoked to see what that looks like. So that'll be coming soon, and I'm going to try.
Das ist jetzt der Link zum Potter Collector Video, das wir uns gerade angeguckt haben. Da könnt ihr natürlich gerne hier ein Like hinterlassen. Wenn ihr Bock auf mehr Content und Videos wie dieses hier habt, dann freue ich mich sehr über ein Abo hier auf YouTube oder besucht uns gerne mal auf Twitch. Da würden wir uns alle riesig drüber freuen. Ansonsten freue ich mich, euch wieder beim nächsten Video begrüßen zu dürfen. Bis dahin wünsche ich euch allen eine magische Zeit. Euer Nico.